Hey ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. My name is Kukuletu, the owner of talkingmusic.com, and today I'll be talking about how to equalize a piano sound like a pro. Let's get started then. Don't forget that if you want more tutorials about mixing, you can check out talkingmusic.com/books. Now I have a loop here and I want to make the piano fit in the loop without clashing with other sounds that are in this loop. Check it out. Now the goal is to make sure that the piano sound fits well with the other sounds that are in the mix by using an equalizer. So this tutorial will be able to help you learn how to equalize any piano sound. Let's get started then. The first thing that you need to determine is what type of piano you're currently working on. So let's check out this piano. As you can see, this one is more of a mid-range piano. It's meaty, it's beefy, and it has a lot of muddy frequencies. So what you're going to do is to first clean the piano sound and then add some shine to it later on. I see a lot of people recommending that you use a high-pass filter and just cut everything that's below 100 Hz or 120 Hz. That's just ludicrous, because what that means is that the recording engineer shouldn't have used the bottom microphone. Every time a piano sound is recorded, there is a bottom mic and a top mic. And the bottom mic, that's where you find the meat or the weight of the piano sound. Now, obviously, the bottom mic will capture some rumble, which you need to remove. So let's start by removing all the rumble. You don't have to go crazy with the high-pass filter. Let me show you. Around 50 Hz seems to be fine because it's not taking out any weight of the piano sound. So that's really good. And then next up, I wouldn't boost these frequencies, which are captured by the bottom mic, but I would leave them there just to make sure that the piano has weight and it doesn't sound thin. So I wouldn't boost this at all. But you do need those frequencies, so make sure that you don't remove them. If your piano sound is sounding too thin, then you might want to check out the range from 150 up to 250 Hz. As you can hear, it sounds beefy and it adds more weight to the piano sound, but you won't definitely need this for this piano. And then if your piano sound is clashing with your bass sound, then what you can do is cut around, let's check, from 100 Hz up until 125. In this case, it's around 122, so let's cut that up. I'll just use a narrow cut just to make sure that I don't remove the weight of the piano sound so that it doesn't sound too thin. And now let's move on to the muddy frequencies. Now, for the piano sound, the muddy frequencies are a wide range because they are from 250 Hz up until 1 kHz. So that's a really, really wide range. It can be confusing to find the mud, but let's check it out. I found it at 337 hertz, and I'm going to cut that. Now, in this case, you don't want to use a narrow cut because you get a lot of phase shift. So what you want to do is to use a small wide cut so that you can cut a wide range of MIDI frequencies. You want to do that without affecting the weight of the piano sound as well. Okay, that sounds good. And then the next thing is to remove the hiss sound. A piano sound tends to have a hiss sound, which is you find in the higher frequencies. That will cause a lot of ear fatigue and it will be piercing. Make sure that you always cut that out. And that should do it. And then next up, what you can do is to start adding some frequencies. What I would do now is to compress the piano sound so that it doesn't become too dynamic. But we are not talking about compression now, so we'll move on to boosting the frequencies. What I like to do when it comes to boosting is using the API 550p. I really like the character it adds to a piano sound. Now, you can use any plugin to boost the frequencies. You can even use the same EQ that you used while you were cutting frequencies. But I prefer to boost with an analog emulation plugin because it adds character to a piano sound. So let's check out the frequencies that you can boost to add some shine to the piano to make sure that it cuts through the mix. And that should definitely do it. What I did was to add some presence at 3 kilohertz and then to add some brightness since I took out a lot of the higher frequencies with the low pass filter. I'm bringing up some shine by using a high shelf at 7 kilohertz. After I've made sure that I remove all the hiss sound, I can be able to boost as much as I can without causing ear fatigue. And then let's check out the piano with and without the EQ. This is without the EQ. As you can hear, it sounds muddy, it's boxy, and it's not clear at all. It's too dull. So let's check it out with. It's brighter, it's much more clearer, and it will definitely cut through the mix. So let's check it out with the other sounds. I'll just keep switching between the before and after so that you can be able to hear the difference between with and without EQ. I'll start without the EQ. Check it out. As you can hear, the piano is sounding much more clearer. it's definitely cutting through the mix and it sounds much more brighter. And that's how you equalize a piano sound. Now, I hope you found the tutorial helpful. If you liked the tutorial and you find value in it, make sure that you smash the like button. Don't forget to click subscribe so that you stay up to date with all the tutorials that I'll be uploading. And then don't forget to click the bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I upload a new video. We'll definitely talk again soon. Take good care. Cheers.